Okay, so we're down at Morecambe Golf Club. We're going to take the new Ping blueprint irons out on the golf course and do a bit of on-course testing, some different lies. Got the 4-iron, 7-iron and pitch and wedge. We're going to see what's performing off the grass. Very impressed with indoor data. Dry data was really good in the studio, felt fantastic, flight was beautiful, so really interested to see what they're like of some different lies, different situations out on the golf course. So the 11th hole here at Morecambe, quite a short par 4, just hit the 4-iron blueprint off the tee. Probably going to leave myself about a wedge into the green. That felt really good. Just up the left side of the fairway, take that all day long. Okay, so that's a typical situation there. Probably had about 115 yards. It wasn't a full wedge for me, but that's what these blueprint irons are all about. Just hitting those little delicate shots, getting that control. And when you play that shot, it doesn't fire off the club face too strong, basically. Sometimes what you find, a bit more of a game improvement iron, it struggles to play those more delicate shots because the ball really just fires off and you just lose that control, lose the spin, and also lose the feel. So you can see coming up to the green here, flags there, see the balls there, nicely pin high, just on that fringe, but maybe a good sort of 15 foot. So steady little par to start with. Okay, so this is a stunning little par 3, 12th hole here at Morecambe Golf Club. Slightly downhill, probably got about, let's have a look, yeah, probably got about 165 to the flag. So it's not a real strong 7, but not far off this 7-iron. Obviously it's a little bit downhill, but also slightly into, so it's probably a steady 7-iron here in this blueprint. Let's see how this works on this particular hole. So really loving the look of this club down by that golf ball. It does sit fantastically well, beautiful square lines. As I mentioned in the review, very little offset there, if any at all. White bottom groove, which really sort of frames that ball and helps with that alignment a little bit as well. So just going to go down the grip slightly on here, just hit this a little bit more, sort of maybe a feel of 3/4. Pins on the right, so I could just do that like a little fade on this shot. Yeah, that's lovely. Just come up fractionally short, just made it on that front edge, didn't quite give it enough, but hit that little fade, exactly what I wanted to do. The feel of those are just unbelievable. As I say, the feel off that club face was just so soft, so buttery, and it's just soft on its flight, you know, there's no real harsh bang away, it sort of goes explosive, uncontrollable as the ball leaves off the club face. They are superb feel. Okay, so you can see just obviously threading it through these 2 bunkers, just came on that front edge, just probably a good, I don't know, maybe 10 paces short of the hole, but stopped really quick again. The control was fantastic, just a little bit more breeze up in the air than you can see on this flag, which is where it's just pulled this up a touch short. There's another par. Okay, so steady start there with the blueprint irons, feel fantastic, scoring good, par start. 13th hole at Morecambe. I need a driver on this hole, so I've got my G400. I actually forgot to bring the 410 LST. Anyway, so I've got my G400, so I'll need to get this one over the top of that hill to give me a view down to the green. Should leave me about a wedge into the green. This is definitely one of my favourite parts of the golf course here at Morecambe. Get to the top of the 13th, probably the highest point on the course, and you just get the beautiful views over Morecambe Bay and across to the hills in the background. So many of you might not know quite where in the world I am, but northwest of England, Morecambe, we are literally, they are the Lake District, Lakeland Hills in the background there, South Lakes. Beautiful part of the world. and I've absolutely snotted that driver right down here, so probably got a little bit too close to hit more of a fuller wedge. We're going to test a little sort of a pitch shot. So there we are, perfect tee shot there, probably a little bit in a way too close. This is all quite sharp downhill runs from front to back on the green, so this is a fast little shot, probably just like a little pitching wedge, just run it down and see how we end up. Okay, so like I said, this is a really delicate little shot, so we're going to really test how the blueprint pitching wedge, the softness of the field, works on this particular shot. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll take that every day. Perfect tapping range. So that shot there is everything about the blueprint irons. The feel, the softness. Now yes, arguing I could play that with a game improvement iron, no problems at all. But I'll tell you what, the feedback, the feel, feels like the control you get is just second to none. That is what all these irons are really about in these shortness. Look at the closeness of that. Doesn't happen very often for me. Simple little tapping. Okay, so now I'm going to put this butter knife of a 4-iron into test. I've got a hanging downhill lie. I've got about 210 to this green that sort of dips down, and the green's back up elevated, very much guarded at the front. Tough shot here. I've got an incredibly small iron. It's not going to give me a lot of forgiveness. I'm just going to try and hit a little left to right in here, try and get this landing as soft as possible. I know this shot with the downhill lie is going to come out a lot lower, so I'm going to try and cut this a little bit, just to try and soften the landing when it comes into landing to that green, hopefully. Wow, that's exactly what I wanted to do. That just feels incredible. That was unreal. That was just exactly what I pictured. I mean, the look of it behind the ball is just absolutely incredible. So to pull the shot off, brilliant. You know, it just feels superb. I've hit that to about, I don't know, it looks to be about 4 foot there, which is, I'll take that every single day of the week. Now, putting that down with a golf ball, as I mentioned in the review, it does look scary. It's a small piece of metal behind that ball. There's not a lot of forgiveness at all. But you know what? I'm striking it pretty well today. And when you're striking it well, every club feels easy to hit, doesn't it? But, you know, don't get me wrong, these are not an easy club to hit. You know, I imagine if I just hit that a little bit off that heel trying to play that shot, I'm guessing I'll be short right in that big trap, and it'll feel pretty horrendous feeling through my hands. So, yes, I'm striking it well today. If you feel easy today, tomorrow could be a very different day. So I think this is where you guys have got to go and test these irons. If you're thinking of putting something like this in the bag, test it, have a go with those long irons if you can. I know it's not always easy to do that. In a lot of fitting centres will just have a 7-iron as a fitting iron, so but if you can try and get hold of a long iron and test that, I very much recommend it. But as I said in the review, you could do a little bit of a combo mix of these irons, you know, maybe the i500 in a sort of 3-4 iron possibly, and then blend into the blueprints in the shorter irons. Look at that. Probably the best 4-iron of it for a long, long time. That's a lovely little 30 down that hole. I mean, it's a tough golf hole there, generally back into the wind off the sea there, but you know, beautiful 4-iron in there, just rolled that point beautifully. Okay, so 16th hole at Morecambe Golf Club, one of my favourite par 3s. We are 167 yards from the green, a little bit wind off the left and into pins on a Mackenzie green, top tier right at the back. So tough challenging shot here. 7-iron, blueprint irons, let's see how it works. So right down the neck of the flag there, just got it a little bit off the bottom of that club face, and it's gone onto the green, but didn't quite get up to that top tier, so just pulled off a little bit of distance, again through strike, and that's sometimes this thing you'll see with these pure blade irons, miss that strike a bit, you're going to lose a little bit more distance than possible to do with a game improvement iron. I'm going to give this another go though. And there we go. Pure strike that one, that's hit the top tier of the green, lovely shot, got a much easier putt for birdie now. Okay, so this was the first one, which caught a little bit skinny, so you can see there's the flag at the top tier at the back, and you can see there's my second shot, which clearly carried quite a bit further, made it up onto that top tier. So strike there playing a huge part between those two shots, and then really give me a much difficult putt with this first shot as opposed to that one up on the top tier. Okay, so there's a par with my first ball. That was a thin shot. That was a really tough putt up the spine of that Mackenzie round. Managed to make 2 putts, got away with a par there. Okay, so also got a par with that better strike that got himself on that top tier. Much easier par, better, easier first putt. So I'm not sure I'll probably make that putt, 2 putt from that Mackenzie, that tough first putt there, you know, on multiple occasions. Much easier putt with that better strike. So again, strike just making a big difference there. Okay, the score was same with the par, but I think over multiple times I would drop more shots with that first putt and that missed strike off the tee than that better strike. Okay, so 17th hole here at Morecambe. Back into the wind. It's a really strong wind here, so I'm going to hit the 4-iron. I'm going to go for a Tiger Stinger. Wish me luck. Right guys, so what are your thoughts? Comment down below your thoughts on the Blueprint irons. Obviously a few reviews out there on YouTube from different guys. I think there's a similar theme going on here. These are one hell of a set of irons. Feel beautiful, look amazing. Obviously not the most forgiving, but when you hit the shots that you want to sort of hit like I've done sort of today, I tell you what, there's no better feeling, is there? So comment down below, let me know your thoughts of the Blueprint irons from Ping. I think they've really ticked a big box for a lot of maybe good players who want that blade. They've never serviced those guys before, and they're definitely doing it now, and they've done it in a really, really good way. Okay, really happy with that stinger shot with that 4-iron. Caught that beautiful, really lowered that flight, exactly the shot I wanted to hit. Now I've just run off the side of the fairway, a little bit of a rough lie. I've got approximately about 100 and probably about 20 yards to go uphill, so this is probably quite a firm wedge. I want to see how it reacts coming out of this rough. Again, it's pretty wet rough, it's a bit damp, a little bit into the draft, and it's uphill, so it's going to be a pretty sharp wedge for me. Okay, not too bad at all. Don't think it's got right the way back to that flag. The wind just stalled it as I got it up into the air. Again, felt really good. It cut through the rough fantastic. I think that thin sole there is really going to help to cut through that rough, and it did really feel like the club got through that really, really well. Okay, down the last hole, going to have to hit that stinger again with that 4-iron after that last shot, so let's give this one another go. Okay, just up that left-hand side, not quite as good a direction, but got the flight down. The strike was beautiful, the feel was sensational yet again. Right guys, so there we go, there's the Ping Blueprint irons tested out on the golf course. A couple of different lies, playing some different shots, different situations. Really what you're going to find out on that golf course. Got some great numbers in the studio, fantastic feel, flight, and great even bringing it out on the golf course. So just also wanted to say a big thank you to Morecambe Golf Club and also head professional Simon Fletcher here for letting me come out on the golf course and film. The course is in fantastic condition, so if you're in the neck of the woods, make sure you come out, enjoy the views, enjoy the golf course and the test that Morecambe has to offer. If you enjoyed the video, do share it around. If you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button, ring the bell icon, get notifications of any future videos, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.